Hi all, how you doing? Today I'm at the Garrick Theatre in Lichfield once again with lipstick on your collar, as you can see from the awesome stage setup. So I was asked the other day about whether you need an agent or a manager. Now, this is a bit of a debatable subject. I know people that do and people that don't from all levels of the industry. Obviously, the downside of an agent and manager means that you get a percentage taken out of your wage. But obviously the perks are is that they chase a lot of the jobs for you. My experience, I've only really had agents and managers for actual bands that I've been playing for. I've never had a personal agent or manager myself. Just more work with promoters and bookers and bits and pieces to get, in the case of middlemen and women, working for the shows and stuff. I think unless you are on a higher consistent earning level and maybe you're an original artist and you've got to deal with all those circumstances of minefields of a lot bigger money, really, that's when it really comes into play with having an agent or a manager. I have the example of doing a tour last year where predominantly the most of us don't have agents and managers, and those that did, they actually got the shows themselves really through recommendation. But because they've got agents and managers, all of a sudden that slice of the pie that would have gone direct to them, 20% of it, 15% of it, 12%, however the managers are working it, meant that it didn't see the pockets of the musicians. And actually in certain circumstances, they were getting paid a lot later then, because we were all getting paid on a certain day, meant that their agents were getting paid that day, and then the agents would pay a lot later. So that to me would be a bit of a downfall in that circumstance, especially when you're starting out. I don't believe there's any point in having an agent or a manager, providing that you stay on top of stuff and network like hell and chase those shows and everything like that. But yeah, like I said, there's some pros and cons to having an agent or a manager. But I'd say probably about 80% of professional working lifestyle as a musician, from the low shows all the way up to stadiums or whatever, it's more about who you know and your networking and everything, rather than paying an out-and-out agent to get that. I know some musicians that are also crossover for actors and theatre, and they find that a lot easier having an agent or a manager. And that bridges the gap for them when you get into the dramatised and theatrical type of stuff. But out-and-out musicians, most people I know don't have them. And like I say, it can be another financial drain off of you. But yeah, so that's my professional viewpoint on that. Drop some extra messages and stuff in the comments so I can get answering your questions, and I shall speak to you all next time. Take care.